सच्चिदानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरीमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी भक्तों, शिष्यों, सन्यासियों का प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, srimahans, mahants, kotaris, tanedars who are sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Lotus TV, Janashri TV, Sadhana TV, Ishwar TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha in many cities, many countries around the world. The cities sitting with us, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Ohio, Prayag, Los Angeles, Arunachalam, Vancouver, Bhubaneswar, Singapore, Singapuram, Johor Bahru, Tiruchendur, downtown California, Tiruvanmiyur, Chennai, Charlotte, Srisailam, Kuala Lumpur, Palani, Tuen Mun, Hong Kong, Houston, Kalahasti, San Jose, Madurai, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, Dakota Dunes, High Point, North Carolina, Bangalore North, London Kashi, New Jersey Omkareshwar or New Jersey Paul, New Jersey Center. Nityananda Nagaramu Hyderabad, Nityananda Nagara Bidadi, Nityananda Dhyanapitham Hosur, Chetlappakkam Chennai, Pavalakkundru Thiruvannamalai, Kulim Tiruttani, Oman Sivagangai. My love and respect, I welcome all of you. I'll continue to expand on the space of Advaita. Please understand, no other civilization, no other country, no other group of human beings had the guts and courage to make and amend the laws based on the human experience. Please understand, all laws, all regulations, all rules was always binding the man also who made it. That is why whenever the constitutions are declared, the constitution writers are also bound by it once it is declared. Some people have tried cunningly to keep themselves out. They call it so many names. The top three people have immunity. You give different titles, Premier, President, Prime Minister. You give all these kind of titles and try to keep yourself above the constitution. But of course, next generation, anybody who holds your seat will be under the constitution again. All, I am talking from the society's angle, please understand. I am going to speak about the great space of Advaita from various angles. Today I am speaking from the angle of society, because today's Inner Awakening program I am going to make a group experience Advaita. A group means literally the specimen from all over the world. The group, each group has people from zero education background to PhDs. People who make few hundred rupee per day to few crore per day. From remote Indian village to the busiest city of the world. People from all over the world are there, from all background, front ground, side ground, right ground, left ground and no ground. All are there. So only if you understand a little bit about the society and the importance of Advaita from the social angle, you will know why I am asking you to, why I am inspiring you, why I am making you to experience Advaita. And I tell you, Advaita is the only philosophy. Even the word philosophy is too small. Advaita is the only fact, the truth, which can be experienced globally. And I also wanted to put this on record. When I use the word Advaita, I am not excluding Dvaita and Visishta Advaita. The beauty and greatness of the Advaita is, it is all inclusive. As an Advaiti, I can comfortably bow down to Ramanuja, Madhva, Venkateshwara, Krishna. I can comfortably bow down to Buddha, Mahavira, all the 10 Sikh gurus. I can comfortably bow down to the great Kinaram Baba of Agori Pita. I can comfortably bow down to Goraknatha, Maschendranatha, Adinatha. Please understand, when I say Advaita, I am saying all inclusive truth, all inclusive fact. I command my disciples, you will not exclude even in future the different various stages of Advaita. You will not exclude them or fight with them. You will remember them. All of that is various stages of Advaita. So listen. No philosophy, no law, whether it is based on communism, Maoism, Marxism, anarchism, hippieism, capitalism, corporatism, democracy, secularism, whatever ism it may be. All isms bind the man who, including the man who made it. Understand? Only the principle of Advaita, this is the only law of life, liberates even the man who practices it. Understand? All the laws and isms bind even the man who made it. Practices are, come on, over. It's a life imprisonment only. Because it is not based on fact, it is based on vested interests. Please understand. There is a vested interest. All constitutions are made. All the forefathers of all the constitution had something as ulterior motive. Maybe the country's infrastructure should grow. End of the day, some motive they had, some ulterior motive. But the visionaries of Advaita, the Smritikaras of Sanatana Dharma, Manu, even Daksha, please understand. You should never underestimate Daksha. Just because of his preconceived notion about Mahadeva, and he fought with Mahadeva for some period. Actually, after he transformed, he lived quite a long time in Varanasi, meditating on Mahadeva, as a devotee of Mahadeva. So, even Daksha Prajapati, all their smritis, if you see Yajnavalkya, Manu, Parasara, the smritis, they compiled. The Dharma which was developed by these great visionaries, please listen, these visionaries did not have any vested interest, including the idea of creating a large, huge infrastructure where their descendants will sing their glory continuously. No. They never had any vested interest. They only know, let us make the understandings about the fact as practical as possible and as simple as possible. That's all. All over the world, without any rule or regulation being taught or without being told, whatever you spontaneously start picking up and living is Dharma. Please understand. All over the world, without being taught or being told, which you spontaneously pick up and live is Dharma. ध्यान से सुनिए. I am repeating. Dharma is nothing but making the nature, the basic facts, the basic truths remembered in your everyday life. Actually, end of the inner awakening, you will understand the greatest truth. You have not learnt anything and nothing can be taught. You are only made to be in tune with the fact, with the existing truth. पूरे विश्व में जब आप बिना शिकाये या बिना बताए हो जो भी कार्य करने लगे वही धर्म है. All over the world, without being taught or without being told, which you spontaneously pick up and live is Dharma. Like when you know if somebody hurts you, it pains you, and you decide not to hurt others, it is Dharma. When you know morning sun rises, so your body is fresh, you jump out, wake up and get ready, fresh, active, alive, and when the sun sets, you feel now it is time to retire, you put your body to rest. This is dharma. Understand, tuning the subtleties of the truths into your mind and tuning your mind to the subtleties of the truth is tapas. Tuning your mind into the subtleties of the truth, the Advaitic space. Tuning the truth into the subtleties of your mind and tuning your mind to the subtleties of the truth is tapas. Please listen. Tuning your mind to the subtleties of the truth is tapas. Tuning the subtleties of the truth to your mind is miracle. When truth commands your mind and takes over, that is spiritual practice. When your mind commands the truth and takes over, it is siddhis, miracle powers. The space of Advaita, social laws based on the Advaitic space, it liberates even the person who practices, because it came from the liberated consciousness. Be very clear. Who are the visionaries of the laws and bylaws and the social laws you are practicing? Be very careful about it, because the laws and bylaws you are living are going to lead you towards the goal with which the visionaries coined those rules. That is why I am telling you, oh my dear ones, with the tremendous friendliness and love, I am telling you, the purest lifestyle, impossible to be exploited. No one can exploit you with this lifestyle, directly or indirectly. You see, there are some country systems like this capitalism. Maybe the founders, the visionaries may not be exploiting you, but they themselves are exploited by the foolish concepts and non-real principles, untrue ideas. But I tell you, Advaita, the space of Advaita, is the law of life which came from the most beautiful inner space. The system can neither be used to exploit others, nor the people who created were getting exploited by something else. I tell you, the only system which gives liberation to the preacher and practicer, to the preacher and practicer, the only system which gives liberation to the preacher and practicer. The more and more you practice, the more and more liberation. When you have problems, we don't call them even as problems, we call them as incompletions. Understand, the word incompletion means we already give you the guarantee you can come out of it. Even when we address your problems, it is addressed in such a way you are given the confidence. Understand, you should find out what medicine a doctor prescribes for his own family, kith and kin. Only that medicine you should trust. Because his heart, love is involved. So naturally he will be very sensitive about what he is giving. Same way, please listen. You should find out any great teachers, what is the philosophy they are giving for their close, near and dear ones. Understand, with the tremendous love, with integrity and authenticity, I tell you all, you are all my near and dear ones. Please listen. Live, practice, preach the principles, the truth of the space of Advaita. I tell you, if I take one more birth, if, I am not planning, if, the only thing I will decide to remember is when I again, if I again create my body, the only thing I will remember is, let it be based on the Advaita. Because whenever a master leaves his body, if he wants to take one more birth, he has to leave an automatic program, automated program, the autopilot system, kind of a yantra, kind of a program. Because once he becomes one with the cosmos, he will not be reminded. So like alarm clock, the reminder, he has to leave something. Our banyan tree is what I left in the last birth as the alarm clock, reminder. That holds the program. I tell you, my reminder is live and radiate the space of Advaita. I tell you, just because, but such an unfortunate thing in India, secularism is being used to promote the same organized religions against which secularism was evolved. A million times if they see the way secularism is practiced in India. Anyhow, listen to this great truth. All these philosophies, communism, Marxism, Maoism, terrorism, secularism, all these isms are just few big billboards put up. Billboards can't hide the Surya. Advaita is Surya, not billboards. One of the billboard. Understand? It is like computer was invented to save your time, and where it landed, all of you know. Same way, your anger was invented to protect yourself by the fear, but finally, where your anger leads you, understand why first of all the anger pattern was entertained by you, because your fear told you only through anger you can protect yourself, defend yourself. Like computer was invented to save time, and finally computer is the product with which we waste time. The largest amount of time of humanity is now on computer. Understand? When I am on the Facebook, I am on my job. When you are on the Facebook, you are not on your job. Understand? So don't follow me. Don't think Swamiji is also on the Facebook all the time. Yes. But I am on my job, reaching out to you all. If your only job is reaching out to me, then you can be all the time in Facebook with me. You have to understand the context and the action are both aligned. Otherwise, don't just align the action without aligning the context. That is where the big problem is. I have seen in Ramakrishna Mission many sadhus telling me, they smoke. If you ask, why are you smoking? No, Vivekananda smoked. Come on, the context is totally different. Don't imitate the action without knowing the context. A personality like Vivekananda or Ramakrishna, if they are smoking, they are just settling into the body. They need something. But in your case, you don't need to settle into the body. If you smoke, you may settle into the ground in your tomb. I have seen my own master closely, the great yogi, Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar. He used to tell that bidi, the village cigarette he smokes, helps him to settle into the body. But that does not mean he did not suffer. He suffered. He suffered with the cancer. He did not have pain because he is a yogi. But he used to tell me, when he was going through that period of cancer, around I think 4.5 years he went through, he used to tell me, I have used the wrong anchor to hold the body. You don't use this anchor. I told him, yes, Maharaj. I am very happy because once he tried to give a bidi to me and I did not receive it. I used to have a guilt about it. But then finally I completed because he himself said that. Don't use this wrong anchor. So understand, know the context before you do the action. I tell you, bring the context of Advaita, everything you do will be right. Everything you do will be right. And even if it is not right now, Advaita has the power of self-purification. It goes on, purifies you. The beauty of Advaita is whenever you sit alone, it constantly helps you to do completion, and more and more and more you are aligned to the highest truths. Advaita is like Indian wife. She may fight with you, but she will never leave you. Understand? She may constantly threaten you, act. Of course, now it has reduced, that is different. But I am telling you, at least village Indian wife. Village Indian mother. I have seen sometimes these sons will beat the mother, not as a kid, even after growing up. The mother will be working in the fields, coming and feeding this fellow, his own son, her own son, who is 25, 30, who is lying in the cot outside the house all the time. And this fellow will steal the remaining money from the mother and run and drink and come back, beat the mother. Even then she will not kick this fellow out of the house. It's okay, my son. She will continue to feed him and keep him in the house. And wait for you to evolve and understand. Understand? The philosophy of Advaita is like my Indian village mother. She will never give up on you. Advaita will never give up on you. Even if you bring the worst failures to Advaita, it will digest, clear, and make yourself powerful, successful, and cause your peak potential as reality. Cause your peak potential as reality. How the best Ayurvedic diet becomes completely energy in your body. I am being given by, she is giving me Ayurvedic diet for last 1 month. Mahatma Purnananda. I tell you, whatever I take very less quantity, the quantity has reduced drastically, but whatever I take, I can see very clearly the whole thing becomes energy in the body. I wanted her to guide the whole, all the Annalayas all over the world. Please listen. Advaita is exactly like Ayurvedic diet. The whole thing will become energy in your system. Whole thing will become energy in your system. My dear ones, whether you are having best moments of your life or worst moments of your life, you are having peak joys of your life or survival threat of your life, I tell you, live Advaita, make decisions based on Advaita. I tell you, you will win the game and you will be successful in the game. If I teach people how to strategize using Advaitic truths, I feel my mission is achieved. The great principles, truths of Advaita, if I know, I helped at least few people to make that principles as a reality. How to do business strategy from the space of Advaita, how to do war strategy, fighting strategy, defense strategy from the space of Advaita, how to do strategy for individual's wealth creation or society's wealth creation from the space of Advaita, how to experience fulfillment in the individual relationships and the peace in the collective relationship, enthusiasm and excitement in the national mood from the space of Advaita. If I can share these strategies to people, if I make these strategies practical, I'll feel my mission is accomplished. Because truth is the most practical strategy. Straight line is the shortest distance between any 2 points. Straight line is the shortest distance between any 2 points. So the truth is the best strategy for any situation. Sagunis may look like winners but will never be in the end. Please understand, ability to drop the past, restart your life newly, comes to you by Advaita. I have always seen the people who trust the Advaitic truths have the self-healing capabilities very quickly. I have seen some of my Swamis, any hurt, in next 1 or 2 days they will be out and they will be ready, up, alive. Once they are down, down. It will take almost like a chicken pox time, 10 days, 15 days. I am not talking about chicken pox, I am talking about the time taken for recovery from chicken pox. If they do not have the introduction to the principles of Advaita or applying it in their day-to-day thinking, the recovery time becomes days and months. If they have the principles of Advaita, the recovery time will be so beautiful. And when they don't have Advaitic principles inside their inner space, not only the recovery, whenever I see our Swamis recovering, I am so happy. Yes, then these guys are digesting Advaita. Understand, recover only based on Advaitic principle. Don't recover using any other principle. If you recover using any other principle, it is equivalent to using alcohol and waking up. Anything else will become addictive. Advaita will become adhesive. Have right adhesive with life. Adhesive means it joins you. If you become bits and pieces, have right adhesive to joint you, integrate you. Have right adhesive. If you use anything other than Advaita, it will become addictive. Don't. Women, pleasure, money, name and fame, all these also can wake you up from depression, from various contexts, from different contexts. If I am lying down all the time like this, who will make money for me? How will I enjoy these pleasures? That also can get you out, but that will only become addictive, I tell you. Let only Advaita recover you. Let only be the Advaita be the adhesive. That is why it has Advaita already in the front. Adhesive. I tell you, sannyas life is nothing but to check. See, in sannyas life you can't use anything else to recover. Here only Advaita can be used as a recovery. I tell you, when you recover based on Advaita, you will have so much of healing inside. You will never again become powerless the same way you became. Recovery through the Advaita is not only a temporary recovery, it leads to permanent cure. Depression is the symptom, delusion is the disease. If you use anything else and recover, you may reduce the symptom but not the disease itself. But with Advaita, you will destroy the symptom and the disease both. The more and more you recover, the disease also disappears, because Advaita heals you, treats you, cures you to the core of you. Advaita. Let your whole thinking be based on the space of Advaita. As I said, your inner space is an independent organ. You may not be able to cut and see through the physiological surgeries. That does not mean it doesn't exist. The physiological surgeries may not show this organ in your body, but it exists. Your inner space, manaha, with a different dimensions, with the different inner parts. Buddhi, individual consciousness reflection, chitta, so many of these components exist in that organ, manaha. If that mana is filled with Advaitic thinking more and more, without even you knowing, you will recover, I tell you. You may have in one corner of the mind, you need money, you need this relationship, you need this joy, this pleasure, all that, but that will not be the main purpose or reason for your recovery. If your recovery The main reason, the first reason, if it is Advaita, that is enough. You already started practicing liberated thinking. I can name a long list of people in our Sangha for whom I am very happy about them. I am very happy about them because the way they recovered. I can see your inner space more than you can see. In a way that is a good news, and in a way that is a bad news. In a way that is a good news, and in a way that is a best news. No, really. I can list a huge number of people who recovered using the space of Advaita. Sometimes directly they knowing, and sometimes without even they knowing, because they constantly heard these truths from me, it has gone into their deeper logic. I can see each country's screen and name. Taka 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 taka. So many names I can say. I am so happy for you guys that so much of recovery has happened in so many of you based on Advaita. And I bless you guys. You will all completely recover based on this great space of Advaita. With all my love, sincerity, integrity and authenticity, I bless you all. You guys will recover, completely be healed from the disease and symptom, the disease of delusion and symptom of depression, just through the space of Advaita. And whenever people, see, when they fall down, I can see what is happening. When they recover, I can see what is happening. Whenever I see the Advaitic component is playing more powerful in their recovery, I am so happy for their recovery. But in the space of Advaita, nothing need to be done. I just have to poke your Anandagandha and open that Advaitic space. That is a self-medicated, self-healing, self-recovery energy. It just pours, and that itself does the chemotherapy to your tumor, burns it, and that itself heals, that itself does the post-operative recovery. You are just out, alive, up, jumping, and you become doctor and start poking others Anandagandha. By the time you are out of the hospital, you become doctor. Now you know how to help others Anandagandha. Please understand. Please listen. Even if you have forgotten all the words, that is okay. Just listen to this one line. Constantly keep yourself blissful based on the principles of Advaita. Constantly keep you excited, active, alive, creative, just based on the principles of Advaita. Constantly keep you in the space of completion through Advaita. Everyone is you. All the best things you have is because of you. All the wrong things you have is because of you. Attend to everyone as you attend to you. Any unawareness, unconsciousness in attending others. Arrogance, abusal in attending others means you have same arrogance, abusal in attending to you. If you are speaking into your listening, you will be able to speak into others' listening. If you are speaking into others' listening, you will be able to speak into your listening. Learn to speak into your listening. That is an easy training to speak into others' listening. These are the essence of Advaitic space. One thought trend of Advaitic space. I will continue to expand in further sessions. When Advaita recovers you, you become such beautiful being with whom even Master wants to live. Understand? When Advaita recovers you, when you recover through Advaita, even Master wants to live with you, not just you want to live with you. I am not saying falling is right or falling is wrong, but I am saying standing up again based on Advaita is the right. Recovering again based on the principles of Advaita is the right thing to be done. Completion itself is nothing but aligning you back to the Advaitic space. Even completion should be used from the context of keeping you back to the space of Advaita, bringing you back to the space of Advaita. If you do completion, ultimately you fall into Advaitic space. But even while you start practicing, you should keep the context of Advaita. The context of Advaita is required. The context of Advaita is a base. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.